Thank you so very much for being back. And if you just joined us, Enterprise Weekend it is. Reaching you from Enterprise Television. Let's head straight to our conversation where we have it that on October 31, U.S. President Donald J. Trump redesignated Nigeria as a country of particular concern, CPC, due to ongoing killings by terrorist groups. He directed U.S. Congressman Riley Moore and House Appropriation Committee Chairman Tom Cole to investigate the violence and security crisis in the country. Moore previously visited internally displaced persons camps in Benue State and met victims of terrorism during a fact-finding mission. The congressional panel later submitted a report recommending measures to end the attacks, including removing armed Fulani militias from occupied farmlands and allowing displaced communities to return home. It also proposed technical support to the Nigerian government to reduce violence through disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration programs. The recommendations were welcomed by farmers who have suffered repeated clashes with armed herders destroying farmlands. Some groups now support allowing farmers to carry arms for self-defense. However, the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria does not grant citizens the right to bear arms, and the Firearms Act Cap F28 LFN 2004 strictly regulates firearm ownership. Groups like the Middle Belt Forum support the proposal, arguing that communities need better protection through decentralized policing and stronger local security structure. Let's get talking. I still have Shodinde Peters. Thank you so very much for hanging on. And this is more like a transition from the last discussion we're having on the United States and their internal desires for Nigeria. The desire for farmers to bear arms is like saying, okay, the militia, the Fulani herds people, of course, we see them going about with AK-47s. They say it's for protection of their herds and all. But having farmers bear arms, don't you think that what we're calling for is war?
Of course, yes, I agree with you. Having farmers bear arms will most likely lead to anarchy, because the type of arms they may even be licensed to carry cannot be close to the AK-47 the Fulani herders are currently carrying. And I think it was during the Buhari regime that we found out that whether, and I think illegally, these Fulani herders were carrying guns. And instead of the government to go around and mop up these guns, make it an issue of law, describe the illegality, and pass a law, they were like, they are rustling their cows, so allow them to protect themselves, they are killing them. We have governors like Bala Mohammed, even El Rufai's are there,
yes,
supporting them to carry those weapons. And now they have used the weapons against their host. They destroy farmlands, they do a whole lot of madness that we have all seen. And the US Congress members who came here found out that the genesis of this thing is because a part of the population is harmed, the other part of the population feels helpless. So if you want to balance it out, target these Fulani militias, withdraw all the weapons that is with them, create a situation whereby your farmers and people of your country have a self-defense. It might be in terms of them personally holding weapons, which is impossible here, or have those type of weapons close to them in implementing policies like a local policing or state policing, whereby if anybody knows that, if you know as an elder that if I enter a farm and shoot somebody, the closest security person who is a member of that community, they will come after me before I go far. Instead of waiting for a call from Abuja or from a commissioner of police in the center of the town. Imagine something happening in Ekwe. You now have to wait for the commissioner of police in Alausa Ekeja to go to Ekwe. Before you get there, the person would have gone. So what they are saying is that bring policing closer to the people. They have said farmers should have a legal right to self-defense, which means they can hold. Hunters have weapons.
Yes.
They are hunting guns.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen them kill people?
It's true.
They don't. So they are saying that give these people light weapons. Let them be able to protect themselves and protect their business. But you know, our laws does not permit that type of weapon handling. So I feel that first things first is we should make it a criminal offense for any header. Because we have state police. Don't worry, nobody will rustle your cow. We have local police. Nobody henceforth will rustle your cow. Nobody will disturb you. As long as you also do not disturb anybody. And that is why they have told them, ranch your cows. Is it even possible? Stop moving around.
Is it possible to have allowed for ranching in Nigeria?
Ranching is not a difficult thing to do.
But the culture of the people, the Fulani people are nomads. The culture permits them to go from one place to another. Not necessarily because they are interested in allowing their cows to grow fat, but that is the culture. So can you take away culture from the people?
Your own culture should not be the one that will now give the problem. Your own culture, your own way of life should not be a threat to another man's life. If your own culture is to carry cow all about, and that cow is infringing, is destroying the business of other people along that line, so what happens?
So they should throw away the culture.
What you know, what you call culture, might be an illegal activity in another place. Some cultures have genital mutilation. You enter somewhere, they tell you, no, we don't do it. Some cultures like, we kill twins here. You enter some place, they say, you don't know, we don't do it. Some cultures, you can beat your child, spank them very well. But in some cultures, you go to countries abroad, you dare not. So when you come to a land and they tell you that in this land, oh, you can do your cow business, oh, but put them in a ranch. Whatever they want to eat, they will eat. Because as they move, they destroy other people's livelihood. You can't continue to claim this is my culture. It won't work. So that is where the clash is. You can't hide under culture. I must be moving by force, by fire, moving by force, and destroying other people's livelihood. Because they don't allow you, you go get guns and kill them. It's barbaric.
But do we blame climate change? Because lots of people have said that the reasons why you see them moving as far as down south is climate change, you know, which had made it difficult for...
You can blame climate change for all you have, but I can tell you very well that it is common sense. Nigeria is not the only place that rears cow. Almost the whole of West Africa, they do cow. So go to Europe. What is the size of Holland? See the volume of milk.
True.
Dairy products. Almost all of them come from Holland.
Yes.
Let me tell you the truth. We are just not ready. That's why some people believe that all this moving around is for land grabbing. All this moving around is for one thing or the other. Because they don't know why it is difficult. They say, Henry, stop putting pressure on yourself in life. Just stay somewhere. Grow your cow. And they become big. And people will want to come and look for you. To give you better money. You say, no, I must continue to struggle. I must continue to be moving. It doesn't add up. So that is what the US is coming to say, that withdraw all these weapons, implement structures and strategies that will help you with you. If you want us to help you, we'll help you.
Now let's take a look at state policing, because you've said so much about it and it's looking like you desire state policing. The details to why Egbetokun was sacked, lots of people said he resigned, but the news we have was that he was sacked. One amongst 3 line items was because he wasn't happy with the president requesting for his thumbs up on state policing. He said that governors would abuse state policing. Do you agree that governors would abuse state police?
Egbetokun, I don't want us to go against what government has reported. He resigned.
Well, it's our business to do the digging in to understand why.
The first step he has tendered his resignation. So whether the resignation is willing or forced, but there is nothing like was act. So he resigned.
Okay.
So everybody knows that right from day one, the president has believed in state policy. And Egbetokun, at so many forums, had always said Nigeria is not ready.
Yes.
Because they will abuse it. So it's always at contrast with what the president wants. That might be one of the problems, but I don't think it's the major problem.
Okay.
Because if the state passes a law, his own is to implement. He cannot force the state not to run anything. So I just feel that his time in office was uneventful.
Okay.
Nothing really to talk about.
Okay.
More of controversies than results. All I can remember him for in the last part of his years is trying to enforce a tinted permit policy.
Cybercrime.
We have so much problem in the country. The only thing you are looking for is tinted permits. I wonder what you want to use that to achieve. If I don't have tint in my car, does that mean I can't carry weapon? Does that mean I can't do anything? So it wasn't coming from a common sense. I saw it as a revenue generation. He was just trying to drive it. And at the end of the day, instead of focus on your job, you were focused on revenue, and it's gone. So we put him as part of history.
Yeah.
But for the state policing you have said, I believe very well that that will be one of the best things that will happen to us in this country.
You mean it won't be abused? Yes.
The argument that it is going to be abused, politicians, I'm like, how often do you run your election? Once in 4 years. They will abuse it just because of election. We need that state policing for every day of our life. If you continue to look at what politicians will do because election is coming, this whatever, the vote is in your hand. Who does he want to torment? His political opponents. We are all here. You see, if the laws are well established,
yes,
as to what you can do with the police and what you cannot do, all this argument that one politician will use it or the other, for me, it is even almost all it should be at the last. The first is, if you are telling me now that can the state governor in Gombe, who has not paid teachers 70,000 salary, will he be able to pay that policeman? The police you want to give gun. You have not paid him 70,000. Will he not use that gun to go and rob? We're having a discussion. If you tell me that this police now is not well trained, they just post him somewhere, give him gun, then I can begin to tell you that no. Even for a state to start state police, there must be rules and regulation. Government should do a template, sit down, draft a law. When they draft the law, any state that now meets the regulation, okay, from my monthly allocation, deduct so, because the minimum salary will be 200,000 for a state police person. So from I'm recruiting 50,000 in my state. So that figure for that 50,000, they deduct it from source, move it into the state police account to pay salaries. So if you are telling me all those type of things, okay, they are weapons. I don't want to go and put somebody in somewhere, give the person one old pistol when you know the person you want to face is coming with AK-47. All those type of systems, strategies, rules are what are supposed to be in place before you can start the state police. Not all states will start at the same time. Lagos has money, FCT, Port Harcourt, maybe Kano. Yeah. Those ones can be like, okay, let's use them as test run. They have the resources to finance the police. So from there, we will know when we see the issues that arises, then we start. It is not about saying that we care about our own life and our welfare. That's not what the constitution says. Waiting to hiding under that one politician will use them during the election is secondary. But
you will agree with me that we are divided along ethnic and religious lines, yes, and we profess more to our ethnicity and religion more than we do for Nigeria as a country. Okay. Don't you think that would equally be a problem? You talked about Kano. Just imagine if Kano is licensed to own a police force. Won't they be synonymous to what we see with Hisbah?
So that is what we are saying, that if the laws are there, guiding them, that's come, this is what you can do, and this is what you cannot do. You are not here to go and enforce who is drinking beer or who is not fasting, you are here. When you see somebody who is carrying weapon to come and injure another person, you are here for local intelligence to hear when bandits are coming. You are, when they are well spelled out, and you put the rules there, you put the punishment there. Once you fail, then you go to jail or you put all those things there. You see, it is because the laws are not there. Put in the laws and put in enforcement. You will see all these things that we think are too difficult. State police is not new now, it's all over the world. So why is it becoming an issue in Nigeria?
But why can't we put the same laws onto what we have already? Let's not, because lots of people will say that let's change our constitution. But it's not changing the constitution, it's changing the people. Yes.
Central policing that we currently run worked when Nigeria was 40 million people.
So what happens to increasing the number of the police force?
Your boots on ground,
yes.
As long as the response will have to come from one man at the center in Abuja, you will never.
Oh, okay.
For example, look at the case of Kwara State. They said after receiving a letter from those bandits, they put military army people there. They spent 2 weeks. When the bandits didn't come,
they went back.
So those guys waited for like 2 months before they struck. They struck from almost 5 in the afternoon because those guys said prayers. They said the Islamic prayers. People thought they came to do like a revival.
Yes, okay.
Join them. When they got the attention of the people, they struck. They operated from that 5 till like another 5 in the morning. Military formation never came. Police never came. Of course, we are coming. We are doing this. We are doing that. But you see, if there were local efforts, instead of abducting 200 people, maybe you will abduct only 50, because we also have tried. Instead of killing 100, maybe the loss will be 20. Because you that you are coming to, you will have thought about it that, should I even go? Because this now, they have local people that carry serious guns. And once you see people already gathering, doing a rally, you want to preach, whether Christian or Muslims, and those state police people are already there, the local police are already there. Sorry, you guys, what do you want to do? Okay, we'll be here with you people, maybe 2 or 3 of us, let's find out what is happening here. But you know, all those intelligence are never there. They are never there. And when the current police structure is reactive. You react to what has happened. What we want now is proactive intelligence. That is the main thing. Not even the weapon, not the officer. It's for people to be able to see that these strange faces that are coming here have not been here in recent time. Can we get guys to suddenly, let's see what is going to happen here? Local intelligence. It is key.
Well, I just Well, I just hope that because we practiced it with Amoteku in the southwest of Nigeria. They started well, awesomely well, did awesome jobs. But what is happening to Amoteku now is what we do not understand. So don't you think the state police in different states will start like Amoteku, and before we know it, nosedives to what we have today?
Amoteku is still working. I think most of the problem that Amoteku had is, Amoteku most times work more on intelligence.
Yes.
When they get information, they go to
the
police,
submit,
and the police takes over from there. There's only little ones there because they don't have the type of weapons. They don't have the type of funding that will make them be able to function. Maybe now when you have state police, they can now begin to manage your forest guards, your Motekun, your Anko. Make them proper police people. Give them the normal type of weapon they are supposed to use. Now you can see the beauty of all these Ebobeagu and Motekun and Co. That is when you can see it. Because currently the law does not empower them to, you just set them up, go and be using them guns. What can they achieve?
Very, very true. It's already been said. Tafa Balogu, one time IGP, did say that the many problems we have with security in Nigeria is socio-economic problems. If Nigeria has more people that are poor than people who are wealthy and comfortable, it will give rise to some of the things that we have today. Blame it on anything, climate change, politics, of course, is part of it. But when governance is removed from that, and people are poorer than they are supposed to be, then there won't be room for safety in the society. I would love to see a Nigeria where our police force, like that of Kenya, they are still operating in Haiti, taking care of a nation. Police force, not military, in Kenya.
Nigerian police did that too. When we were still...
When our Nigerian police was Nigerian police.
Yeah. So when Nigerian military, if you check the ranking in the world, we're not bad. It's just that...
No, we're talking about the police force now.
Yes, the police.
Yes.
The current IG,
yes.
it's part of the CV is peacekeeping in some other African countries. Our police, the problem is structure. Until they decentralize that structure, you'll never see the beauty of Nigerian police.
All right, so let's see how that goes, though. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is struggling to ensure that the 10th National Assembly, under his very good friend and ally and buddy, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, would allow for that to happen. I'm wondering why President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going through so much to get his good friends to work with something that's almost easier for him to get them to work on other things. He signed the Electoral Amendment Act in less than 48 hours. He got them to do all the talking. So why is he finding it difficult now to appeal to the same people? Most of them are standing on your mandate. So why is it difficult for them to...
was in the villa yesterday. We understand it is for the same purpose that the president is meeting with him. The governors were the major problem. Every time the National Assembly will pass state police, state independence of the legislature, but the state governors will reject it because most times they can fund it. Most times they don't want to take responsibility. They prefer this type of approach. But now everybody has seen that Nigeria is beyond a country whereby you run administration from the center. You have to do it in piecemeal, and it has to be state policing. So I expect that within the next 1-2 months, I just don't want them to rush and pass it. And there are no structures on ground. Please, let us start with a structure.
Yes.
Let us start with a law. Let us even see the laws that will guide state policing. When there is a clash between federal and state police, what will happen? What will happen when a state police person sees something happening in federal whatever? What type of guns will they carry? What happens if a state person come and use his gun to harass a citizen? Let's see it. Don't come and just start something.
Or when a federal police comes to a state to want to enforce laws,
yes,
how would the state police react? Yes, exactly.
Has called me and said this one, and you just enter the state, you want to go and pick his up because your friend has called you. So all those type of things, we need to see the law. We need to public hearing. Let's see what's there so that the people are covered. We don't want you to go and just implement something. You find out that we are all helpless. The state police now becomes just like OPC sometimes ago, they can do and undo until Obasanjo woke up and felt this is enough. So we need the laws first before the state police, whatever. Pass it. Let's see the laws that will guide them before operation.
Very well said. Very well said. We hope that that will be done. And that's our time for today. Thank you so very much, Mr. Peters.
You're welcome.
Truly do appreciate your time.
For having me.
All right, we have to leave it at this point and say thank you to you, wherever it is you've watched, you streamed from around the world. We say gracias. Thank you. Please do well to follow us. You can find us at enterprisetvnews.com to read up on everything we've talked about today. And also visit us. Our social media handle is at Enterprise TV7. Go there to download and share, and equally leave your comments, and we would be there to reply. And that's my time for today. I am Henry Kubik. Have yourself a splendid weekday, and until next time, we would see you on another episode. Have yourself a wonderful time. Bye-bye.